Growing up, it's kind of crazy growing up.
All I thought was like, where my parents at? That's all I really thought. Like, when am I gonna have a family?
I wanted to go home, but it felt like everybody was telling me no.
I was out on the streets by myself. I wasn't going to school anymore. I was at the point where I didn't really want to do anything, nothing at all.
Did you know that on any given day in our country, nearly 500,000 kids are living away from their family, in detention centers, correctional facilities, group homes, and foster care? Most have experienced serious trauma and come from families living in extreme poverty. Kids caught up in the juvenile justice and foster care system are more likely to be impoverished, end up in prison, and cost society nearly $5 trillion in cost and lost earnings. It's clear. We need a proven, effective alternative to help these kids and their families build healthier, more productive lives. It's clear. We need YAP.
The mission of youth advocate programs is to develop alternatives to institutions and out-of-home placement for the highest risk youth in our country. YAP serves young people in the juvenile justice system, the child welfare system, education, behavioral health, autism, and disabilities, all in an effort to keep families together and avoid out-of-home placements. The reach of our organization is broad. We're in 18 states. We serve well over 12,000 families. We're in 100 communities throughout the nation. What makes YAP unique is our wraparound advocacy approach, guided by several unique service delivery principles. First, we have a no-refuse policy. We don't refuse kids. We take those kids that are at highest risk of out-of-home placement with the highest needs. All of our services are individualized, based on the unique needs of each family that is referred to us. YAP's approach is family-focused. We not only work with the young person, but with their entire family. The family is going to be there long after we're gone, so it's essential that we work with the family from the onset. Our approach is strength-based. We identify the young person's strengths, and we build on those strengths in each individualized service plan. YAP is a community-based program. We recruit all of our staff from the communities where the young people are referred from. Staff are culturally competent, and they know how to relate with the young people.
The beautiful thing about YAP is that they take the hardest kids, the most difficult kids, the kids with the most problems, and then they turn them around.
YAP formed a unique alliance with the Chicago public school system to identify the 250 students most likely to be shot in their communities. Two of these young people identified were Angel and Adrian.
Yeah, all my tattoos mean something.
Well, I have a lot of tattoos as well, because I was growing up with nothing but hatred in my life. Tattoo on my neck represents the area I'm from.
The letters in my eyes are my neighborhood initials. The image on my neck is my father's face, because I'll never forget him. I'm hurting every day.
January 7, 2008 was the day that my brother passed away. Well, I have a teardrop on top of his name. The teardrop represents how I feel in the inside of me. Like I'll be crying for life, I'm scarred forever.
When Adrian and Angel first encountered our program, they were both in serious trouble. Angel was just recently shot and recently buried his father, who was murdered. His mother was incarcerated. He was raising himself.
You know, growing up with nobody being there for you is rough. You know, just witnessing everything yourself is real rough.
And Adrian witnessed his 15-year-old brother get shot in front of him and died in his arms.
Before I got involved with the YAP program, my life was, you could say, sort of miserable.
But the message these kids get every single day that we work with at YAP is a message of negativity. You know, you're no good, you're garbage, you will never amount to nothing. And I'm here to let them know that they do have self-worth, you know, and they could accomplish anything that they want to do or anywhere they want to go in life, because I'm living testament to that.
The young people that YAP works with realize the authenticity of the YAP workers because they come from the same environment and the same community.
They're trying to transform their neighborhoods, transform their communities. And part of why they're trying to do that is that they live there too. They have a sense of the history of the neighborhood, the culture of the neighborhood. And I think that means that they can help these kids in a deeper, more significant way.
We introduced them to the tattoo removal program. It was something that they decided they wanted to do because they realized looking for real jobs on their own, having the tattoos on their face was not going to cut it. The fact that these boys want to remove their tattoos represents growing.
Wait a man up, man.
Before, I used to just hang out in the neighborhood, and I'm doing positive things, like trying to go to school, trying to finish school, get an education, get myself a better job, remove my tattoos, because this program is making me think that way.
The YAP program brought my family closer together. My family was never close, and they actually brought me, my dad, and my little sisters together.
The boys have done a remarkable job getting into GED programs, getting into church programs, and staying out of the streets. And how do you feel about it?
They're doing good. They're doing good.
¿Cómo te sientes que se mueven los tattoos?
Muy bien. Ay, sí. Qué bueno.
At the end of the day, the family has to have ownership over the plan. They have to feel it's their plan. If it's their plan, it's a much better chance of success.
Every kid needs that little extra push, and this is what the YAP program is. It's that extra push that everybody needs to do better.
YAP looks at the kids they're working with as individuals. They don't have a one-size-fits-all model. They look at the unique set of strengths and problems that each child and each family faces, and they take them on one by one.
YAP has had great success with multi-system youth. Those are involved with the juvenile justice, child welfare, behavioral health, and education systems. Shelby is one such young person.
When I was growing up, I was mostly in foster homes, different group homes. I was locked up for 18 months, and it just wasn't very good. Having visits with your own family once a week for an hour, it wasn't very good.
From the age of 10 to 11 to 17 years old, Shelby was in and out of 8 different placements. She had it rough. She had a long road to get to where she is today. When we met Shelby, she was in a secure lockdown facility. She was quite heavily medicated. She was just angry, just very, very angry.
When I met Shelby, I knew right away that Shelby knew what she wanted. And Shelby just had to figure out a way to state that and be comfortable with working towards it. So what you can do is you can start looking through the job postings that they have. So right away we started working on job hunting and looking into educational institutions and programs for her. We have also helped Shelby obtain a scholarship that is available through YAP to help towards her educational goals.
Hi, I'm Michelle. Nice to meet you. Hi, Chris. Shelby, we're here to talk to you today about college, huh?
Because of YAP, I've met a lot of people that has helped me. I've gotten into programs I probably never would have got into by myself. I'm just doing better.
So, you're interested in nursing?
I want to work with people with mental issues.
Okay.
The kid that I encountered the first day I met Shelby is a totally different person than who Shelby is today. She has truly come out of her shell and gained confidence and is working towards the goals that she has set for herself.
My goals have become more obtainable. They're not just a thought in my mind, and I can actually accomplish them. I always wanted to go to college, and now I'm finally doing it.
The strength of YAP is definitely in the strength of their staff. You find the best programs have the most committed, most professional staff available, and that's really where we find the most success. At the end of the day, our job is to keep kids safe and to make sure they have great life outcomes, and YAP helps us achieve that.
Down in the Louisiana Bayou, our advocate June Washington is doing exceptional work to provide aftercare for young people coming out of secure juvenile justice facilities.
We'll go anywhere in this region because we know the families really need the help and want the help. Just come to check on you, see how things are going.
Good.
The youth we work with in the Bayou are struggling with some very serious problems. A lot of our youth, when they come home, they don't have a home to come to. The parents have lost their apartments, they've lost houses, their cars are being repossessed, and these families still have to meet court deadlines and mandates like going to substance abuse, trying to get mental health.
Give me a call if you have any problems.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Miss Mary, how's my boy doing?
A number of the young people that we work with down here are struggling with mental health issues.
He has a problem sleeping at night. I think because he hasn't been on his meds like he's supposed to.
So if we find an agency to help you with his medication until he gets his Medicaid card, you think that you'll see a difference?
I probably will.
Our job at YAP is to make sure young people transition in a healthy way from a detention center or from an out-of-home placement back to the community.
No new arrest.
No, ma'am.
You promise?
I swear.
That's what I'm talking about.
When a youth comes home, we make sure that he has a bed to sleep in. We make sure that he gets clothes. We make sure that he's in school. And we also work with him with trying to find employment.
I got a job.
You made my day.
We need somebody to say, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, you can do it. And when you do, I'm gonna be there to say, good job.
I got a 4.0 right now.
If you don't, I'm gonna be there to say, try again. We need that.
All the research shows and everything that I know about working with kids suggests that keeping a community-based alternative program focused on helping the kid is the way to go. And that's what's so exciting about YAP. That's what YAP does.
You can't leave a family or walk away and not have been changed. That's when you know you've done your job, when they have impressed upon you the resilience that they have to remove tattoos, to step away from the gang, to become a stronger family, to maintain jobs, to go get your education and continue it. They're changed. Change does happen, and it happens with the kids that people most likely do not want to work with the kids that we work with. Those are our kids.
Turn away from troubled waters, turn away from darkened skies. I will guide your sons and daughters, carry them safely home. Safely home we will go, rest gently through the night. Safely home we will be on this journey. Safely home.